Hello guys, welcome all. In this current video, we are looking at the most underrated motorcycle of 150cc segment. Yes, it's Suzuki Gixxer SF 2024 model guys. It comes with a single channel ABS and there will be some ride connect option in this current motorcycle, and there will be another option called standard version. There will be basic meter assembly in the situation. Now in this current scenario, there will be some positives and more negatives in the Suzuki Gixxer SF. So we can clarify all the points while continuing ride review and some other braking test and also suspension test. So in this scenario, they given two model, which is one is Gixxer SF, which comes under a sports variant and full fared version, and three color options of red with silver and full black, and another one is some cut blue, and there will be a naked version also. Some price point of view, we can describe all the price details in the description. Give a like if this video is useful, and new viewers subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular notifications. Guys, now we are in the test drive portion of Suzuki Gixxer SF. The fit and finish and build quality of this bike is definitely good from the Suzuki. We can expect this bike in city traffic and even in highways. And sitting position is also good for rider. It comes under 795 mm of seat height. For pillion is also good compared to old Gixxer. They given a good seat for pillion. Fuel tank is capable of 12 liters and it will accept all E20 fuel in future, and the mirror position and front designs is also somewhat okay. This meter is now with comes under Ride Connect edition, and the another variant is called normal standard variant, which is somewhat okay, but in the current price point of view and competitive segments, which is not pretty good life, we can expect all rear ABS, I mean dual channel ABS, or even a slipper clutch assist. But this practically will not working in the Ride Connect edition, and typically they given feature called when you are holding your clutch, then only the bike will start. They continuing the same features from old Gixxer to now. The exhaust sound is also good. It comes under the dual tip exhaust. The initial rev and the initial pickup is somewhat decent. So because this is a single overhead cam engine, it will attain some mid-range performance, and the ground clearance is also somewhat 165 mm. The front they given 266 mm of front disc brake with a single channel ABS. The front initial braking is somewhat okay, impressive only. In the they given somewhat bigger size of disc in the segment, I think 150cc, but the rear brake they given a 240 mm of disc brake with no ABS or even RLP sensor is missing. So we can confidently ride in about 80 to 90 km. You can still have a good riding confidence, and even your handling of this bike is good, and the seating position is also pretty good in the fared segment of this bike. So you can feel the riding stability and confidence even with a somewhat styling, and even the engine performance is also very good and smooth guys. But there will be some minor discomfort is called clutch operations. They given a somewhat moderate clutch only, not as much as compared to other competitives, and this mileage expected was 45 km we can expect from this bike, and this engine is capable of producing 13.4 brake horsepower and 13.8 Newton meter of torque. So it was okay, it's a mid-range engine, and we can expect around 110 km of top speed in the current scenario with the pillion. Without pillion, you can expect 125 km in the speed range in highways. So from the highways, you can lose somewhat 48 km. We can, I mean, expect 48 kilometers of mileage, and the turning radius and handling of this bike was somewhat good, and the handlebar is somewhat upright only guys. So you can expect all the city traffic maneuvering, and even handling of this bike is somewhat good. When you are crossing over 80 km of speed range or even 8500 rpm, you can expect the vibrations from the mirror, and you can experience all the vibrations in your foot pegs. But in the tank side and handlebars, there will be no vibrations you can feel. After crossing 90 plus kilometers of speed range, you can feel somewhat vibrations in your handlebars. So this bike will definitely gives your riding confidence very well, and the riding stability of this bike is somewhat okay, good. And in this current scenario, even if you are crossing 100 kilometers or even 110 kilometers, the stability definitely gives your riding confidence very well, guys. The Suzuki constructed a good machine in the plastic quality and build quality is also very good. Given build under the diamond chassis, so we can definitely there will be no point in the stability aspects, but there will be some missing features called, even they given a dual channel ABS or even maybe slipper clutch assist, somewhat you can expect. There will be, instead of working with this Ride Connect edition, the Suzuki will definitely give the dual channel update for users. This feature is definitely not working with most of the users in practicality, but some may have some uses in such things. And another thing is, we can take this bike for a long ride, but considering 100 kilometers to 150 kilometers in a single stretch, we can feel somewhat discomfort in the handlebars and all that. The ground clearance, we already told, the 165 mm of ground clearance is somewhat okay, but with the pillion you can expect somewhat obstacles in the underbelly. So there will be some discomfort in the clutch operations. Maybe this unit or maybe the whole Suzuki Gixxer SF has somewhat moderate clutch operations only, not light and not heavy clutch operations. And in the suspension point of view, they given a front the broader suspension, but they comes with the telescopics only, but the front suspension and the stability is very good for the rider. So they given a 41 mm of front telescopics, so we can expect good suspension. But for the pillion and the rear monoshocks, we are not satisfied with the rear suspension action, and there will be a missing dual channel ABS, and the rear braking bite is also somewhat decent only, not as much as compared to other 155cc segment in this market. And another major negative is the wind blast. The wind blast of the other fared bikes is somewhat okay, but this Gixxer SF is definitely having and catching all your wind blast. If you are taking this bike in highways, you can feel somewhat tiredness after riding 150 kilometers in a single stretch. So the rear braking effect is somewhat decent only, not as much as expected, and we can expect somewhat strain in your hands if you are taking this bike in first time. And the front and rear LED setups is also very nice. They given halogen winkers, so the front disc brakes and front suspension is segment best, guys. So next, rear suspension and rear braking is not as much as compared to other bike brands. So the fuel tank and muscularity and stylish is also very good. If you are preferring a daily commuter with somewhat stylish is, you can expect this bike. They even you can compare this bike with the some day-to-day commuter like Unicorn SP160 or Apache Hyper Edge. Somewhat we can expect this bike. The price range, we can pause the video and watch my point of view. So these are the points we can clarify. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep supporting us.